Hello, all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skeptock.
I'm Prospero.
Fat Platypus.
Chaosy.
And I'm Della Hazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions. And special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Bum, bum. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Minions of the Zoo Friday night edition. I'm your host, standing in for Sanguine because he is somewhere out there doing very important work.
Beneath a pale blue sky.
Beneath a pale blue. Wait, I don't know. I think it's raining out in Minnesota right now, so a stormy sky. But yeah, he's out doing something. But he was busy. I'm sure doing important work. So I'm covering for him, and I am your host, Adam of Clan Veggie the First, and I am very grateful to be joined with the wonderful SoraLuna.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening, actually, even.
Yeah.
It's finally light out, sort of in the afternoon, so it doesn't feel like it's as late as it should be. It's nice.
Ooh. Is it at least nice weather that you can be outside?
It was rainy here too, but like it's Canada spring. It's fine.
Well,
It's warm.
I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy sleeping during some nice rain.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I agree.
I will say though, because it is an Adam stream, chat. If you don't hear anything,
Oh yeah.
let us know. Because I'm still on the Muppet stage, so things are still kind of haywire. You might slip on a fish, and something might explode over there, and there's some chickens over there, and so it's it's a work in progress.
You sound a little quiet. I sound quite loud on the playback. You sound a little quiet.
Ooh, okay. Let me see. How can I fix that? How is that? Is that a little better?
Let me see. Keep talking.
Okay. Well, I'll keep talking to see if this is a little better. I'm also leaning into the mic like a talk show host. Is it any better, or you know what? Fuck it. Going all in. Put it up to 100. So, yes, a couple of things I wanted to address. Actually, you know what? Let me turn it up here.
I'm back. It still sounds a little quiet, but you sound clear, so I don't know if it's maybe just the proximity to the mic itself. I do have a headset mic, so I don't know if that doesn't just amplify things because it's literally right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm leaning a bit further in. It's just Yeah, I missed the old headset.
Mm.
Because it was right on. You can put it right on your face. So right on your face. But yes. So it is Friday. Wait.
It is.
Damn it! I messed up my screens here. Haha. Oh, off to a good start. I wanna thank our fine audience, Serenity Star and Cryptic.
Welcome.
Yeah, for hanging out. Okay, so Serenity Star opened up with, "Why does the name of the stream worry me just a little?" Worry
Yeah.
me just a little. I think it's funny because I named it after one of the legendary comedians. He's still around, but Colin Quinn. He did on Broadway a one-man show where he talked about the history of the world, and he called it Long Story Short. And so so I played on it because I was
Nice.
like, oh shit, I'm gonna be alone. I'm gonna be alone until somebody joins, and then I'm like, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. And so in my head for the last hour, I was going through this whole fucking monologue, like, okay, what in the hell am I gonna talk about? And so I was just like rambling, and so when you joined, I'm like, oh fuck, now what am I gonna talk about?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
You can still do your monologue. I'm here to listen.
No, because okay, just a smidge. Damn it. Let's see if I can move it closer.
Oh,
I
I don't know if you saw Serenity. She said that you are a smidge quieter than me.
Yeah, I got it. I moved the mic closer. And hopefully that's better. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I could see the worry, but no, no, I was just trying to be humorous
Sorry.
with my my title, because no, no, it's not. Don't say that. It's a lot easier when you can have a back and forth. So, yeah, because otherwise,
Listen, here you are giving the hints of you have a monologue. Next, you're going to say that you're planning on playing solitaire, the card game on stream tonight. I know how it is. It's fine.
oh, no. Well, actually, oh no.
It's okay.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This okay, here we go. Yeah, I was gonna just sit there and play some Tetris.
Minesweeper.
Oh my god. I mean, look, it's that old saying, prepare for the worst and hope for the best, or something like that. Isn't that what it is?
Or
I
hope
think-
for the best, prepare for the worst, I think.
I don't know. I'm dyslexic. I keep falling for that stupid clown goths only or something. I keep falling
Goth
for
clowns only?
Yeah, every time I see that stupid meme on Twitter, I'm like, oh, fucking shit. You fooled me, you image. But yeah, no,
Curse you.
So, damn, that kind of really.
Then I have to improvise.
Well, now
Yeah.
I'm like, way. It's like you've hit me with two flashbangs. I'm being rated in my underoos. No. So, okay, there was a bunch of things that I wanted to talk about. Thank you, Assassin, and welcome. There was
Hello.
a few things I wanted to talk about that I was going to bring up. But now I can get your take on them. And not say a lot of random things to try and fill the dead air. But I was
Well,
gonna open with,
yes.
there's so much stuff going on in the world right now, um,
Mhm.
that it could be sometimes hard to keep up with, uh, and a lot of times it's understandable where somebody wants to focus their gaze on just a few things, because I was thinking about what I would be talking about, and uh, I'll include Serenity and Cryptic here.
Mhm.
I was looking at it like, holy shit, I'm gonna be doing this alone, and there's nobody in the audience. So I'm just gonna be rambling to nobody. I'm like, okay, so this is easy. This should be like fucking easy peasy shit. I'll just talk about random stuff. But
It's like you can pretend you're filming a diary entry, but
yeah,
just keeping in mind it's public for all to see.
right?
So, no pressure.
I'm just recording it, and hopefully nobody sees it ever. But it shows up on some fucking, uh, but so I was thinking about everything that we could talk about.
Mhm.
And usually on Fridays, I like talking about things that are like more politics and things that are going on in the news, but also you can't not look at the stuff that's going on in, like, I don't want to say social media, with like the what's his name, Redica stuff. Uh,
Ricada?
yeah. So and even things of like stuff that I usually would talk about on a Monday, in terms
Mhm.
of video game stuff. So, um, and also I have this cool, well, this cool. I have this tweet that I wanted to bring up because it did bring up a question in my own mind. Uh, but yeah, no, that's. I mean, I guess yeah, the short, possibly long story of it. Who knows? We could be sitting here talking about. Right, you got to remember, I'm also partaking in the herbal remedies. So, uh, I was fully psyching
Well,
myself up to just ramble by myself for
well,
an hour.
now you can ramble adjacent to me, so that hopefully is helpful.
Well,
What did you want to discuss?
oh yeah, that's it's kind of the cool thing. Well, okay, where to begin? See, because that's the other thing. It's like, what do we talk about? China surrounding Taiwan? Do we talk about uh, fucking the crazy President Trump Bronx speech? Like, we can start in politics, or we can go into the the social bit. I mean, now that somebody else is here, hey, shit, I don't have to choose what what we talk about. What do you want to talk about? Ha ha! The tables have turned.
Oh no.
Well, let's
Hmm.
start easy. Let's start with how was your Friday been?
Friday's been very good.
Did you work today?
Oh yeah, but it was like it's Good Friday. Um, less less people getting on my nerves than usual,
No, that's good.
which is nice. It's good. It's good. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, it's having to go. So I work in a specialist's office, and sometimes I have to fight with the MOAs in a regular doctor's office, and it just sometimes you wonder how somebody got their job.
Mm-hmm.
But today was not one of those days, and I'm very thankful that it was just just enjoy. Everyone's doing their job. Everybody's good. It's fine.
See, that's good.
That's a good way to
start
end the week.
Well, yeah, or to start a
Yeah,
weekend.
start the weekend exactly.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty much at the end of the day at work. We were pretty much like, yeah, fuck it. My boss is originally from Arizona, so recently he went back for a visit, and he came back with some, I guess, local brew. It was like a blueberry tasting. Hold on. Yeah, I got a can.
Cool.
Big blue van.
Blueberry.
Blueberry wheat from Lake
Interesting.
Havasu City. Yeah, he was
Interesting.
all about it, and he brought a couple of cans back, and he's like, "Yeah, you guys take some." And I'm not a big beer drinker, especially specialty beer types of stuffs. I mean, it's not bad tasting, but it was all right. But no, tonight, the last bit of work, we were sitting there fucking playing Uno, and drinking some of this beer.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget how competitive Uno can get.
Oh, Uno's like the friendship killer.
Yeah, we were sitting
It's either Uno or Monopoly is like the family ruiner, but Uno is the friendship breaker.
Well,
I love Uno.
We were. Well, that's the thing too. I picked up Uno one time when we were really slow, and we decided to grill, and I was like, yeah, dude, this would be fun to play, but we never played it until recently, where for some reason they started bringing it around, and so now for breaks we're sitting there fucking playing Uno. But it gets like, dude, these like every time somebody lays a +4, they're like, "Oh, you fucking cocksucker!" And it's like, dude, we work with each other. You gotta calm down, man. Like shit. But no, it was fun playing that, and they were bringing up other games, and somebody brought up Risk, and I'm like, yes.
Oh, I haven't played that since like school.
I love it.
Yeah, that's a good game.
As long as you control Australia, you're good.
Yeah.
That's right, Terry. For you,
we're coming for you.
It will be Tuesday.
Sorry, it says they made a more competitive version of Uno, which is scary. Have you seen the one where you can make your own cards?
Yes, that's
the
what
version
we
of
did.
Uno that comes with. Oh yeah, that is evil.
Yes.
That's one of the ones that to play from uni, and yeah, we. It's fantastic. So evil.
No, we had one. I think it was like immunity for 2 turns from action cards, and then another one was like skip target one player to skip 2 times, and then I can't remember the other one. But yeah, those really do throw it in a loop. And the funny thing was, it was either that or one of the themed ones. I wanted to get one of a goofy theme one just to troll. But yeah. Oh, another part of the monologue that I remember was, a difficult thing about not having dead time and being able to talk about different topics is smoothly transitioning the transatlantic the topic from fore to aft, talking about transatlantic. so talking about board games and everything, let's talk about this Raquetas shit. What the hell?
I don't know. I never watched him before, so I don't know much about it. All I know is that there's children involved and they're stupid, and I am very sorry for the kids that are part of this. But what a way to be dumb and ruin your life and your career.
No, that shit went fucking quick. I swear. It was
I don't like that people are there's a lot of people who are laughing about it and they're like
yeah.
getting joy. Now I have no idea like what um what he's done, like what enemies he's made, quote unquote, online for the whatever, but it's it's still not it's not right, man.
That that it does seem to be part of it. This if you're a personality online, all of a sudden it now opens it up to all this other scrutiny that you get. And uh I mean, first of all, it's crazy how, like I said, how it spiraled. Yeah, I haven't watched them either. I only found out about them.
I did watch. I watched a clip because someone was showing like one of the ones where he's obviously intoxicated. I don't think it's the recent one, but a soonish one, and it's hard. It's really hard to watch, and it makes you feel icky, and
Yep.
I couldn't watch anymore. And it's not because I'm a bleed. It's just because you realize this is a real person, and it's like whenever anybody comes on, and you can see them ruin their lives online kind of thing.
Yeah, you're
It's a
watching
weird cry
somebody
for help.
crumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. It's. I mean, I've only seen him from I was introduced to him from the Eric July saga, which in and on its own self is something that's crazy. um, but I did hear things about his fondness of booze, um, but then it was only like a couple of days ago, I swear, where it was all of a sudden he's doing this weirdo stream where he's obviously intoxicated, and yeah, people said they saw white powder on his nose. I didn't see that, but I only saw a couple of the blips, because even the couple of the blips, it's, ugh, no, nobody wants to watch that. Um, it's like when you're at a bar, you don't want to sit next to the super drunk guy, right?
No, exactly.
But yeah, no, this stuff was bad. And then all of a sudden, like, I saw the bearing video on it. That's where I saw a lot of the clips on it. Um, and yeah, it was bad. But then all of a sudden, you wake up in the morning and boom, jail or arrested, not jail. I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, no, it's a crazy thing to see. The thing that I'm more concerned about is apparently he got some amulet or medallion from that Sonic Sonic Chew person. Again, like I said, I want to know a lot of information. I want to get as much news and input as I can, like Johnny Five. But at the same end, there are some things that I kind of am okay with being ignorant towards. Like, I'm not too familiar with the Sonic Chew person, but apparently he gave him a cursed medallion, and no, can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, was it considered that what that he
Personal?
was what's it called?
Oh.
Did he take advantage of the Sonic 2 guy and like that's the reason he got the medallion, or was it?
I don't know. I don't know why somebody would give somebody a medallion. I get that's like I said, that's haha. You guys are doing this. I'm studying the blade type of stuff. I'm looking at aliens and underground tunnels, people. Let me tell you. So I mean, that's yeah. Once I heard the medallion, that's what made it funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, I agree. Serenity. She's like the whole thing is effed up. As I'll get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kefki knows about you know all about Christery. I tried watching someone's video once about like the whole sort of summary of what was going on. It's just it's another one of those things that someone was it's just not enough to interest me to go back. So I'll just nicely say I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, there's some things out there that and see, that's what I was saying earlier. There's so much. Okay, you want me to just fill an hour? Okay. We can get weird too. How about this? You like movies, right?
I do.
Did you see the new trailer for Beetlejuice?
I did not see the new trailer. I knew it came out, and then I said, "Oh, I better watch it," and then I completely forgot to watch it.
Oh. You gotta see it. It's
I am
interesting.
looking forward to it. I think it'll be kind of nice.
I want to see what William Dafoe does in that.
Who's is he like one of the undead?
I don't know. They popped his name and then they showed him walking towards the camera, and boom.
Oh,
yeah, it was Beetlejuice. So I don't know.
very cool.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny about Beetlejuice is I never actually realized that it's Alec Baldwin in the original one. He's the husband, the dead husband.
Oh shit! Yeah. Wow. I can't
It's like,
remember.
oh my god, he's so young because it's like the nice ghost couple. It's Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis, I think. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that's Alec Baldwin. He doesn't look.
That movie still doesn't make sense to me. Like they're trying to scare the people out, and then
Of their home.
yeah, and then Beetlejuice comes in and he's like, yeah, but I'm all of a sudden I want to marry this daughter, and then it
Because
turns
he
into
got summoned and they didn't put him back. He's like a demon type thing, demon-y ghost.
oh. I mean,
And he's a bit of a horn dog. Yes, Kefki, he looks so young. I know, and he was so cute. I loved him in the I think in the original movie. And that's why I was so shocked that's who he was, because his face got wide. You know what happened to him? You know what happened to Alec Baldwin? He got the DiCaprio effect. You know how Leonardo DiCaprio was very skinny and really cute, and it's overnight suddenly he was wide.
wait,
I'm
what?
not saying he wasn't fat, but his face flattened out or something. It's weird. It was so weird.
His face is starting to turn into a pancake. How does that work?
I don't know.
Undead character named Wolf Jackson. Huh. Yeah, because I think Monica Bellucci is in it as well, and she seems like she's the antagonist. So maybe William Dafoe is part of that. It's like a Team Rocket type of thing. Yeah. Well, allegedly.
I like Monica Bellucci. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, she looked pretty cool. She has all like stitches on her face. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyways, this smooth transition I was talking about earlier. The way it works is you kind of interweave the couple of points from the last topic that you were talking about into the next one, and the next one shit, I didn't have a next one. Damn it.
We are all waiting on bated breath.
Say painted breath?
Bated breath.
Oh. I was like, damn, I could have worked with painted.
Well, you want to hear a little bit of unfortunate local news for me?
Sure.
So the Miami Football Club, I don't know what their actual name is coming tomorrow. And that's the team that Messi plays for. You know, the Argentinian guy. Anyway, so he's not playing.
What?
So people have so everyone hyped up for ages, like for months, that the Miami Football Club is coming here. Soccer club. When I mean football, I mean soccer. And they're coming, and Messi plays for them, and everyone's so excited. Tickets are absolutely god awfully expensive. Super hype. And then last minute, yesterday, I believe, it came out that, he's not going to be playing tomorrow's game. He might not even be in the city.
Yo.
And so scalpers were trying to resell tickets at like $50, and now they're like worth 50, maybe 40. Unfortunately, and people are so mad because I think they sold like 55,000 tickets to fill the stadium. It was just pure chaos right now. I really feel for people because there was like one dad said he's driving up from Oregon with his kids and he spent like $1,000 on the tickets alone, and not to mention, you know, where they're going to be staying for the weekend. You know, there's the regular people who spend a lot of money. It's like people paying money to see Taylor Swift and she doesn't show up for her own concert, kind of thing.
What the fuck are they gonna do?
Assassin has made a mess, a big mess.
Oh wow.
Yes, Serenity, Whitecaps to offer food discounts. So basically, it's going to be like 50% off food, and then the children's food, like under 18, I think they get free food, like a free meal. It's not the Whitecaps' fault either, right? It's unfortunately it's a kind of a shitty thing to do, but they're like, one of the things that came out is, it's going to be tiresome because he has a game to play on Wednesday, and also like the Copa America is in a few weeks' time, and we don't want him to get injured or whatever. As far as I know, they have like a private plane, and it's like okay, it's like 9 hours or something like that to Miami to us here, but it's like, come on. You know?
That is, I mean, I would be pissed beyond belief if I had to deal with that bull hockey.
Yeah, and there are a lot of people there, like, say, you know, they want to boo and like the Whitecaps and stuff. And like, it's their fault. It's like they're just, and it's kind of not fair because it's like, you know, they're a small team. They're not a great team, but it's like, come on.
Yo, if you have people who are willing to pay money to go out and see you, like,
And because it's like, when they come out, where the players come out through the tunnel, right? Like those tickets that were in that area were so expensive. And can you imagine, like, some parents are like buying tickets, or even some people are buying tickets for the chance to meet Messi and stuff like that.
yo, yeah. And now they have to. Wow. Yeah, Messi made
Yeah.
a mess. That is.
He's missed the 7th. He's missed. I didn't see that. Oh, exactly, Assassin. Like I mean, but the thing is this. It's like they could have. I just saw your quote about Leonardo DiCaprio. That's hilarious. But anyway, it's also like, you can fake a better excuse. Like say, like, hey, unbeknownst to other people, he actually was injured, and per team members don't want to cause any further injuries, so that's why he's not going to be showing up. Like, you lie better, lie better, and then still show up. Fine, you don't want to play, don't play, but show up and do like a meet and greet, right? Like, come for the kids or something. I don't know. I it's not like I care much for him as I don't know, person or anything like that. I'm not going to it. I didn't buy tickets for it. But yeah, exactly. This is distance. It's because here, for example, hockey players, they're used to going back and forth, right? And then these guys are like, oh no, we're a little football team. We don't know how to travel, because, when he plays in the Copa America, it's not exactly, well, it is, but the thing is, it is big distances, because Central South America, there's still, if you're going, head to toe, it's a huge difference. But the flight is like, and if they have, depending on how you travel, you're looking at between 8.5 to 10 hours, right? If you have layovers from Miami to here, right? If they have their own private plane, there is no way they aren't here within that 8.5 hours, right? It's the distance is a bit of a cop out.
Wait, how did that accent go again?
I'm not doing it again.
Damn, somebody clip that. Hammer, clip that. Hey, so spaghetti. I don't remember. That was really good. I don't think it was Italian though. Well,
I don't know what it was.
yeah, it was. It was interesting.
Something not English. Yeah. So that's the big thing. The big upset everyone is here. For good reason, right?
Yeah.
I was interested. I actually looked to get tickets, but the cheapest ticket that was left, and this was a couple of days ago, so before it was announced he wasn't showing up, okay, was like almost $300, and I'm not paying $300 for a Whitecaps game. I'm sorry. I don't care who's coming. I'm not paying that. I've seen them play a few times, and they're okay, but they're not great. And if you're used to seeing stuff like FIFA or UEFA or stuff like that, you know what a good team is.
Yeah.
So.
And $300 is.
And that's all on resale, because most of all the tickets are sold. So this was all on Ticketmaster verified resale.
Holy shit.
So now, I'm sure now if I go and check, out of curiosity, actually, I'm gonna go check and see. Because that'll be interesting to see if it's dumbed down. Because they still had tickets, and this was 2 days ago. Had tickets still going for like over $1,000. near the field. Oh, and another thing, I don't know if you've read that, Serenity. I think another complaint is because our field is turf because it's actually over ice, so it's actually an ice rink. So they're actually going to be on turf, and that's another reason why. And I think because you can get injured worse on turf. It's yeah. All sorts of excuses.
Shit. I lost it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yep. Holy shit. It is there's so many tickets on sale now. And it's like I can go for $61, which is like a standard. Then that's with the fees and everything. So it's dropped down. Oh my god. Yeah.
Just 61?
That sucks. And that's 61 with all the fees and taxes. So it's dropped down from like almost $300 back down to $61.
Yo.
So many resale available. Holy moly, cuz oh, I'm wrong. I found one for $41. Yeah, people are pissed. See, this is the thing that's so sad because all these people are trying to sell their tickets because they wanted just to go in there to see Messi, right? And now it's going to be empty, and no one's wanting to support Whitecaps, and that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Kefki, it was in resale in certain places. Other places it was like $1,000.
Oh shit.
Yeah, depending on where in the stadium you wanted to sit.
Wow. Well, you know, it eventually it's gonna hit them. You know, we see it with a lot of these places that feel that their own views and beliefs. They're going to be able to do this. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Look, this is an example of, you know, something where it's just ego. You know, he wanted to miss it for his own purposes. It's like, well, you're going to cost the company money. Eventually, something's going to happen.
I don't even know what's going to happen because or how it's going to work.
I don't either. I'm, you know, not too familiar with the old Canadian sport, so.
I mean, it's soccer,
Yeah.
but it's going to be like.
I'm American.
How does it work with if you're a visiting team? Do you like how does it work? Do you give money to them because you screwed up? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, is it on the sports team or is it on the business? Because it's one person. It's a Jenga piece.
Well, it's like 3 of them, I think.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah, it's
3 of the
pieces.
players. It's I mean, he's not young, okay? Like, he's definitely not a young guy. But
well, I mean, I guess we will see where it goes. Cannibalistic Wizard. I'm helping out Sanguine because he has special duties to accomplish this evening. So Sora and I are here to help out.
and
I have the
just
keys.
chewing. So. He had to let me in.
Yep.
I don't know the passcode.
How else are you gonna have this wonderful conversation with SoraLuna?
Wonderful conversation of crybabies in sport.
Well, I mean, we did start off with the really bad Twitter drama, YouTube drama. I don't like that stuff.
Don't let your YouTube-ness become criminalness. Oh my god. Okay.
You want
I
to
think I
try
had a
that for a
stroke.
third time?
Don't let your e-fame get to your head and then get a coke addiction.
Yes.
A possible
Humble
alleged
myself. Holy
alleged.
shit. I mean, ugh. That's why I enjoy the little, as I see it, solar system that we have here with the zoo and others. And I think as long as we support each other, I don't see any problems because we don't have drama. And we're not trying to start drama.
Yeah, I think that's the problem with a lot of these places. I mean, like they'll start something interesting, like commenting, on things, and then but others they're like, oh well, I'm not getting recognition faster. But what will gain you recognition would be, like you said, starting drama.
Mm-hmm. It's easier as opposed
Yeah.
to just like I was preparing myself to do tonight and just do a one-man show. And
So you're preparing to start some drama?
No, not
Since
start
I'm
drama.
here alone, I'm going to make up some stuff.
I'm gonna start talking
We're
shit
gonna
about everybody.
we're gonna
Let
play
me tell
It's
you
Truth
some
and a
about
Lie, but it's all a
Prosper.
lie.
No, I was gonna talk about like, oh, did you know that they found a new bank off the River Nile, and it goes by the pyramids, thus having more evidence for that's the way they moved the materials to build the pyramids. And
Oh, that's cool. Is that did that actually happen?
yeah, but Zahi Hawass and there's another Egyptian archaeologist. See, again, this is the random shit. Okay, so yeah, Zahi Hawass and another some other a committee pretty much said we recognize it, but we don't recognize it, type of thing.
The heck that does that mean?
Because they have their own line that they kind of run, so that contradicts. They did it with like, was it Eric Schock? He's a geologist. I don't know why I said it like that, but he's a geologist, and he was noticing that it looks like rain deterioration on the sides of the walls of the Sphinx. So okay. There's that whole bit. But okay, the reason it was going to go this way is because at work, I pretty much just work on systems and computer systems and laptops and all that, and just pretty much get them ready for resale. So I'm not really needed to talk to people or interact with people. It's just me and machines. Mm-hmm. And so I just have things going on like, hey, I was going to bring up the ATF congressional hearing and how ridiculous. I didn't even know about the FBI raid on this one dude who, I guess they killed him because they said he was selling too many guns, and how much back and forth it was. I don't know. It's crazy.
Is this like something where that was the excuse, or?
Well, no, because it was just interesting to see see, I'm gonna screw it up here. The people of the committee, how when they on the different sides, like one side would be like, oh yeah, but you need more money so that way you could get more people to be able to do more stuff. And the guy's like, yeah, I need that. I need more funding so that way. It wasn't. They claimed it was a lot more than what it was, and yeah, see, assassin does, but no, yeah, and then the other side was like, okay, so why did you?
Wait.
Oh.
Is he a private? Was this a private person? Like, say,
Yeah, because that was the
oh,
argument that it came about.
I'm going to. Did they claim he was trafficking? Is that the issue?
Well, they couldn't even get that out of him because what they were questioning him with was why they targeted him specifically with the way they did it. And yeah, like Assassin said, it wasn't like he was selling 100. So they kept bringing up like, okay, I'm a private citizen. I have 130 guns. If I want to sell 100 of them, do I have to register as a dealer? But it's my Second Amendment right to be able to do this. This is not. And so it was an interesting. I mean, it's not even like, I can't even say interesting. It's just, for me, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, we're honestly seeing this person squirm out of the correct answer and just saying yeah. And then there was talk about databases, and it's like you put out a report that said you made a database, and he's like, no, I don't make a database. And it's like, what the fuck are we watching? This is like crazy. Yeah, and yeah, they cut the power and covered his doorbell camera, and then even like not even with ATF, but with the FBI. Oh my God, we're gonna sorry.
Oh, we are already on a list. this script's going down.
Yep.
But God, that's terrifying.
The moment you started talking about the white caps. Oh well, no, I mean, but yeah, no.
When we say Whitecaps, U.S., that's a soccer team, not like capping a white guy. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! No, I was saying they started sending out the helicopters as soon as you started talking about.
Oh, it happened back in March. So is it just in the news now because is there a hearing regarding that killing? Is that why it's in the news? Or are you just bringing it up as a story from just to talk about it?
Well, only because they brought it up. Like I said, I pretty much look at like, oh, this is a live coverage of this committee hearing, and I'm like, okay, this looks interesting. Let me watch this.
So
or listen.
This
to
is
it.
funny. This coming from a Canadian who's not around guns, right?
Mhm.
The man bought, according to Assassin, man bought 142 guns over 4 years. That is about 36 guns per year. It's not mass purchases. For me, that's the mass purchase. Like, what were they all the same kind of gun? Was some for hunting, some for sports, some for like skeet shooting? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the heck is were some, because here, so we have 2 levels of guns here. You've got your unregistered and you've got your registered. So unregistered would be like bolt action shotgun, hunting rifle, that kind of stuff. Anything that's not automatic. Then but everything else, pistols, anything that is automatic, that's all registered. So you have to be put on a list for those. So when you hear about like handguns and stuff in the States and everything, it just feels like, you know, a lot more than what you would hear from here. Like here, you're like, well, the person had 1 gun. Well, better kill his whole family. Versus, you know, this guy had 142. That's barely any.
Well,
different cultural experience. That's all.
Well, no, that's even kind of some of the stuff
Like
that they brought up is, you know, what kind of.
I think it's a little alarming. Listen, as long as it shows like, no, he's can do all this and stuff, and it's well kept and everything. I just find it. I would feel uncomfortable if I knew my neighbor had all that armament. But again, it's a cultural difference. I'm not from the States, and I'm in a city.
And I can understand, people's, view on it like that, but um I mean, honestly, the way, and that's what was brought up. There was one, it was statistics in terms of age difference. Another one was the different types of weapons, and even like collecting. I can't remember if they brought it up, but it would be something like, would I need to register if I purchased like a flintlock musket? It's like,
Hmm.
is that the same kind of? We're not taught. This is a collector's piece, right? Um, and then they did bring up, uh, yeah, the age was with the gang affiliation, um, and they brought up ghost guns and stuff like that, where you can purchase parts and then bring it up. Like I said, it was interesting to listen to because of the arguments. Um, but it's just it gets frustrating when you don't get straight answers, and it's just like, dude, come on, man. Like, some of these things are just like with this particular raid that they kept bringing up. um they're like,
Was this like a guy that was on the radar of some police, and and this was just
I
a
can't
fake way
even,
of?
well, that's the thing, I can't even recall if they explained how he was put on this radar type thing, or if,
Mm.
why is there a radar. That's why somebody brought up the database thing. um and yeah, because like Assassin said, he was working at an airport. He had no prior convictions, no nothing. They were gonna raid him at one point, but he wasn't home, and then they didn't go, and then they waited until he was home, and then they went in at 4 o'clock in the morning, and uh, like I said, it's one of those. Look, let me put on my aluminum foil hat here, people, for 1 second. Nobody trusts the ATF after Waco or Ruby Ridge. My Alex Jones voice is not working too well tonight. Sorry. Um, but yeah, no, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, they were questioning, like, why is it that you guys chose to raid this person in the middle of the night when you were suspecting him of having all these guns, and you did it in such a way where it's pretty much, it looks like you were provoking him to shoot at you, and there he was pretty much like, nah, yeah, it was all good and good. That's what we supposed to do. And this coming 2 days after, I think 2 days after we find out that the FBI was authorized to use lethal force at Mar-a-Lago, and it's like, holy shit, the fuck is going on? There's some crazy shit going on. So that's why I said I can understand why some people would just focus on, yeah, let's get the uncensored outfits in Stellar Blade. Oh, hey, Akuma came out. Let's play him. Like, I can understand, because this is some crazy shit. No matter how, it doesn't matter who you like, or like, that's spooky.
Yeah, that's the government shooting on its own people. Is what that is.
Yeah. You can't spin it any other way. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Knock on my door. Nah, I don't think so. Alright, so let's I think we should smooth our way into some more lighthearted.
No. Now after that horrifically depressing and scary story, that sounds like it's something out of like the start of a dictatorial debut. Like, and now we're going to snuff out the populace. What else do you have to talk about?
Oh, do you have anything in mind?
Well, the biggest one here was just really the messy story. That has like big things. The only other things really, news-wise or locally, is that there've been a few like dealings with like high-profile like murders and stuff like that. That's kind of exciting. Do you guys know about the Picton trials? Did the story about him, Robert Picton, never come down south?
It doesn't sound familiar. No.
He had a pig farm, fed a bunch of dead prostitutes to his pigs.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's kind of accused of a bunch of missing sex trade workers from downtown East Side. A lot of people, myself included, think that, well, I'm sure he may have contributed to some deaths. He's being used as a patsy. But anyway, it's neither here nor there.
Oh my goodness. It's Sora Jones.
He got bashed in the head in prison, and I haven't checked actually today to see if he's dead yet. But he was basically put in an induced coma.
Oh shit.
And the new, this is actually something worth talking about. So the one of the discussion is, do we keep him alive? Do we keep him, like, because the issue is, well, he is, medical care here is paid by the people, right? It's through our what's it called, our taxpayer money, right? Yeah, so they have to, so he's in a coma now after being bashed in, and they're wanting to see, they still have to figure out who did it. Yeah.
Okay, so is he?
But in one thing, they were talking about, are we going to be pulling
well, hold on,
the plug, or keeping him in the hospital? What's going on?
Has he been fully convicted? Like, no, hands down, he did these murders, and because that's where you said patsy, right? So I'm assuming there's
I'll give you the numbers. In 2007, he was convicted on 6 counts of second-degree murder of 6 women, but is suspected of killing 49.
Holy shit!
See, that's what he bragged. He bragged to an undercover officer he killed 49 women. They found DNA results or remains of 33 women. On his pig farm. Now, in some circles, people were saying that, well, he was known not to be all there. He owned this farm, but it was really a brother that dealt with the farm. There was all sorts of... I'm not sure assassin. From what I understood, I thought it was more of a vegetable than recoverable. But I'm not sure. I think they may have induced coma due to swelling the brain. But yeah, it's there was some chat at some point a few years ago where they're saying, like, no one's saying he didn't do some of the stuff. For all we know, he disposed of them. Whether he may have even killed 1 or 2 of them himself, but the amount of people that were there, let me put it this way, it was a convenient place if you didn't want to be seen having somebody to go there, pay some cash, have your problem disappear, kind of thing. So that's kind of was the conspiracy theory. So, like, if you were a politician or high-ranking somebody or other, and that's kind of like, whether or not it's true, I can believe that that's possible.
At this point, yeah. That's where it's like, this is where it's like, nowadays, it's like, okay, we're going to bring up this theory. In the moment somebody's like, nah, that's crazy talk. How can you? It's like, are you fucking serious? Have you seen the shit that's been going on? Like, how are you not able to just, okay, yeah, I can see it as a possibility. Like, yeah, you don't have to, like, oh yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's like,
it's
no,
not far from the truth, because you go,
it makes
because
sense.
also a good chunk of the women who were murdered or have gone missing, because that's the problem. They may have found DNA, but they haven't identified every single one, and there's so many missing from the downtown east side. They tend to be First Nations, so that's a big thing, and the missing Aboriginal women has been a thing here for decades. That we have a place called the Trail of Tears, which is a section of highway where
hey, we have a Trail of Tears too.
Ours is because a bunch of girls and women go hitchhiking to get out of the reserves to go into town, and they never make it.
Oh.
Get picked up and never get there.
Ours is because Andrew Jackson told him to get out.
And
I'm sorry.
and what happens is, unfortunately, racism is a thing, and real racism, and a lot of the police were like, one, they're prostitutes, two, they're First Nations prostitutes. What do you expect if they leave the reservation, kind of thing? And they don't really go further than that, sadly. So a bunch of and then especially then they're like, they're also drug addicts, etc. So you've got kind of like all the tick marks of exactly what they're not going to be really straining the police effort to find.
Well, if kind of again, look, if we're gonna have the tinfoil hat on, it could be also if the police want to look for it.
Well, for all we know, at some point, the chief of police of the time, or at some point, a high-ranking member of one of the arms of the law was a client, right?
I've heard some crazy things. Let's just say that. And
okay, so Serenity was mentioning that they do try to plan him to wake him soon. That's good. We'll see if it works. Whether he lives or dies, though, they want people to do like a proper investigation on who attacked him and go and do the whole as part of advocacy and all that.
I mean,
sure.
Yeah, still give him the justice, I guess, for his bashing, but also he was a demon person, so I don't, if they pull the plug, they pull the plug, and fuck him. That's and especially if he's just he's not a veggie, not part of my clan. He's a vegetable,
Veggie Tales.
He's Veggie Tales.
Sorry.
Yeah,
it's like
I
it's some people probably don't really care one way or another. They probably are thinking good riddance. It's just like
again, if it was fine,
I'm not exactly. I won't cry. You know what I mean? Like I'm not crying.
Yeah, and even if it was the Patsy bit, it's like, okay, well, unless there was no way you can get out of it, I don't know, man.
They would have. Like if it was truly like some sort of there is no way he could have done it because he's the mind of a child or whatever, and he's seriously there's some mental illness there or something, I'm sure it would have come out, right? So that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying he wasn't involved with things. I'm just saying he might not have been the only one involved in things. It was just. And of course, once they landed on him, stuff didn't really go much further. At least not in main media. So.
And they're definitely not going to get anything out of him now.
Oh well, it's been since 2007, right? So.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is he can't. Isn't it in Canada that you guys can kill yourself legally.
Yeah,
Wow.
technically.
But I guess because he's an eggplant, he can't say yes.
Eggplant.
Oof. I know it's a fruit.
Isn't it? Is it?
No, it's not.
I don't know. It's like it could be one of those
I don't
weird
know.
vegetables
Yeah,
that's scientifically actually a fruit.
Look, I'm just covering for Sanguine. I am not Sanguine. He is the chef. I am the foolish goofball.
You're the sous chef.
I'm the sous chef. Yeah, but I'm the one who's always telling, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry, Zangs.
Oh, some giggity action is happening in the chat. What's going on?
Oh, because eggplant.
Is it technically a fruit? Is that something to do with the
Wait, is
seeds?
it really?
The way the seeds are?
I was going to say it's a nut. Or a platoon. Sorry. Let's get all fancy. Well,
Sorry, I'm crunching my eyes. Oh, it is part of the nightshade family.
So it's a spice?
So, let's see. It is an edible fruit. But why? See, that's the thing. I never remember why things are considered fruit or not.
Wow. You see
So,
how we weave in
nightshade.
between all these topics.
This is why it's so tasty, because it's from the same family as tomatoes, potatoes, bell, and chili peppers. Yum.
Oh, that's not bad. See, now you're making me hungry. It's not good. We have been going over an hour. How are you? How are you doing?
Just a little tired. So, otherwise, good.
You shouldn't do that. Those protos don't want to be looking at people.
Who doesn't want to look at people?
Oh, you should read what assassin.
Oh, okay, that's cute. Okay, there was somebody who was putting what's it called? No, yeah, I agree, Serenity. I told you I have come to this point in my life where I think maid is an excellent idea, and I would put myself on the list. Anyway, someone was putting googly eyes on like the different, like the little walkmen at crossings. And they have like the signs of the men walking to show like, oh, this is a crosswalk. Yeah, so there's some people where they put googly eyes on that one, and then there's construction going on. So there's those yield like construction worker, or like it's a sign where it's like a person holding a stop sign, just to show like caution. There's going to be flagger in the area, and they put those. It's so much fun. I love those.
Man, can you even see the eyes, or does the light shine too bright?
I mean, like, if you're walking right beside them, you see the googly eyes. They're like stickers, right? The googly eye stickers. But I think the ones like assassins, like putting them on eggplants, it's much more effective because, like you said, you can shake them around. So that's a lot of fun. That's more fun. It's such a like simple thing, but brings so much joy.
Well, it's the simple things of life.
And it's like, it's not harmful. It's not just, it's good. I approve.
It's just, it as corny as it sounds, it's a flower on the side of a dusty road, It's
Yes.
one of those things, and as sad as it is nowadays, where it's like, holy shit, googly eyes on a street blocking sign is like, oh man, there's my, is it brevity? I think that's the word.
A
Shooting
little bit
on
of
my
levity?
baloney.
Levity,
Baloney.
maybe?
I don't know. No,
Mascarpone.
I was looking at. Let me do a quick ad for our pal Satsu, and
Yes, sir.
then I wanted to read this Twitter post that gave me Winnie the Pooh. I'm thinking. Where the hell's the ad?
Okay.
If that made any sense. Well, it's been a bit since I've been on this OBS bit. Come on.
Now that is a giggity right there, Serenity.
That's not it. Oh, hey, yeah, actually. And before that, I guess R.I.P. to Doggo.
Who? Who passed?
Kabosu, the Shiba Inu dog who helped define the Dodgy meme. Doggy meme. Dodgy meme?
Dogge?
Doggy.
Dogge? Doge. I
Is it
think
Doge?
Doge. I've heard Doge a lot.
Well, that dog. Yes, sadly has passed away at age 18. Although, for me,
Oh, that's so sad.
and I apologize if I said the name wrong. I could have sworn the dog passed away a couple years ago, but you know, I'd be time jumping, so.
Yeah, because like I thought maybe it was one of those internet rumors, but didn't actually happen.
Yeah, and oh, there we go. And well, yeah, today was full of that. With the law guy, the doggo, and then I thought this guy died a while ago too. The guy from Super Size Me.
Oh yeah, he passed away.
Yeah. So I was like, holy shit. What the hell's going on? Okay, I found it. Haha! Go check out our friend Oishi Sushi. Right? Damn it.
Yeah.
Adam, how do you mess up your own thing?
A little rusty for the MotZ stuff.
Yeah. OishiFC.com. Go check him out. He's having a sale right now on a lot of his spices. And I hear they're very tasty. And you should go check them out. Support our friend. Setsu 2 cents. And yeah.
Sadly, currently only in the States, which makes a lot of sense because it's a small shop. But
Yeah, it's a
one of these days,
if he can get to a certain point, he'll be able to ship further beyond the States. Right now,
well,
yeah, family owned
I know
business.
it's exactly. What I want to do is I used to have a mailbox service just across the border, but COVID shut it down, unfortunately. So because it is cheaper sometimes to buy stuff, get it ordered to an American address, and then just pay the taxes by bringing it across the border. Even though it's still cheaper than either having it shipped here or purchasing it here. Obviously, we're talking about big items like cloth, certain like fabrics, certain like if you get certain appliances, or even like other things too that just don't ship. If there's like some cool like company that doesn't ship to Canada, like this guy,
Does it
for
work?
example,
Does it
Satsu
work
stuff.
based on weight or the product?
Cost.
Oh, cost.
Because you're allowed to bring spend X amount of money under 24 hours across the border. Over that amount, you have to pay taxes on your purchases.
Ooh. Well, that's no fun. We'll have to see if we can ship you some of them spices. Maybe that's what Sanguine's doing right now. Is he finally got the package of spices, and he's cooking up some foods.
Too bad smell-o-vision is not a thing, or taste. Actually, I was about to say, or taste-o-vision, and then I was like, I know exactly what the sick people will use taste-o-vision for. Absolutely not. We are not having that.
Could you imagine the horrors of taste-o-vision? The schnozberries will taste
I know
like
exactly what
schnozberries.
people would use it for.
Yes.
Hell no.
Oh my goodness. No, the worst thing is, it wouldn't be that people would be like, oh yeah, try this. It'd be, hey, this is a raspberry, and it's not a raspberry. It's a different kind of raspberry. A bad raspberry. And you don't want that
raspberry that's attached to my balls.
Oh.
That's what they would be doing.
Yep. They trick people. Ugh. That's horrific.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's already the stories of, you don't want to know what they taste like, assassin.
Wait, which snooze? You mean snozberries? Snooze, or is it snooze spelled like that? Because like
no, snozberries.
feel like that's
a different spelling, but
the name of
snoozeberries.
the cute name of a roofie drug. You know, like instead of Swedish berries, you get snoozeberries.
It doesn't really dissolve in a drink, so you gotta really coerce them into it. It's like, hey, have you ever seen this berry? You wanna give this a try? Look at it. It's nice and plump. Just give it a chew.
Oh, I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't know about it. Try it.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a Flintstone vitamin, but better.
Oh yeah, just sell it as a gummy. Oh yeah, check out this gummy. It's gonna taste real good, and you're gonna feel fucking great.
It's one of those gummies that are. It's. You know, do you remember? I don't know if you would know what it was like. Bear hair gummies. So it's basically these absolutely like sugar-filled candies that's supposed to have vitamins that help you grow your hair nails, like biotin, that kind of stuff.
Wait, what?
And it was all over beauty YouTube, and had all sorts of influencers. You can so easily market that to people. They're like, oh, look how cute are the little gummy bears. What did they put on like ecstasy pills, right? They're usually stamped with cute little pictures or smiley faces or stuff. We're already predisposed to eating cute things. So like it's not, I don't think it's far off from like if you would market little teddy bears, but really it's like MDMA gummies or something. You know?
Oh yeah.
Does the berry smell like ether to you? Exactly. Fantastic.
Yeah, this is the first I've heard of the hair vitamins.
Yeah, they're like these little bear gummies. They're very cute. Probably completely useless.
Hey, but they're probably making a lot of money off of them, so.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Pardon me. But yeah.
All right. Well,
Sugar Bear hair vitamins. Thank you, Serenity. Yes, Sugar Bear hair.
wait, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Sugar Bear hair. That's the brand. Oh,
Yeah.
they're vegan too. Oh. And oh my God, they have a leaf version. We've got snozberries, people.
No
the
way.
Sugar Bear Pro sleep vitamin gummies. They're little
No.
black or dark purple gummy bear looking things. It's great. 100% day guarantee. Vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, kosher. Only 1 gram of sugar. 100% cruelty-free. Only 10 calories. Easy to chew. Great. Halal certified. Fantastic. There
Wait,
you go.
Is all of that really on there?
Yeah, it's on their website here.
Why in the fuck is that?
To share this with everybody. The
It's like-
Kardashians were the biggest shills for them. Yeah.
We're not gonna tell you the chemicals that we put in it.
Oh,
but
I'm
we're
sure
gonna,
they do.
We're gonna
Let's-
tell you that it's cruelty free and halal and kosher.
Halal and kosher.
What the fuck?
Um,
Oh man.
fruit, because this is why it's halal and kosher, because it's fruit pectin, so it's not made with like animal pectin, animal jelly. Like, okay, so this
gelatin?
is what's in it. So for this is the sleep one. So beyond it has. Why is it so tiny? Of course, they don't want you to know what it is. Lemon balm leaf. Proprietary amino blends, blue passion flower extract, melatonin, valerian root. So basically, it's valerian and melatonin. You could just get this at the pharmacy, people. It's annoying that they don't have the ingredients easily accessible. Like, I'm struggling to read a picture from... Or am I stupid? Let me see. I might be stupid. I can't find it on here.
How are you gonna be? How are you gonna tell? If they're not giving you the ingredients, they're not giving you the ingredients.
It's just
Or at
like,
least not explaining.
interesting that they're not doing that.
Oh, I think I know why.
Why?
Well, obviously because they're in the shape of bears.
Hmm.
Yeah. They were doing this huge marketing push where they were questioning women whether they'd feel safer with a bear or a man. And they shaped these in the shape of a bear, and the women were like, yeah, we feel safer with a bear. And when a guy offers them one of these little bear gummies, they won't know what hit them. Or they will.
Well, I don't...
That was bad.
You tried.
I know. That's okay. You...
Oh, so funny thing, interesting thing there, Serenity. It's not on Canadian Amazon. So there's tons of other like sleep gummies and all that sort of stuff, just not Sugar Bear. So I wonder if it's just not licensed to Canada.
That's odd.
Well, not really. It might be like it's in maybe the what's it called? Ratio of ingredients is something that our regulators don't allow. A lot of things like that are in the States might not be here, might be allowed here. Yeah, so like Sugar Bear, so I'm pulling up Sugar Bear Pro on the Amazon American website, and that pulls it up, just not in the Canadian one.
That's just wild. So it just doesn't ship to you, or?
Well, it doesn't exist on the Canadian Amazon. If I were to buy it from the American Amazon, it would be $11.53 shipping and import.
Right.
And it's like $30 for however many was that? 32 gummies. Or I could go to my local pharmacy and ask them or a melatonin or valerian root or something like that, then that's like $5.
Yeah, just make it yourself. Tapioca. Ooh. Like that boba
But
stuff.
Serenity, it's only 1 gram of sugar, isn't it? Per serving or something like that.
Yeah, but it's raw canned sugar.
Yes, it's special. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust. I feel like, so I've had gummies before, like the Women One a Day gummy, that kind of stuff. Not this brand, but just like a different like vitamin brand. And I swear, I feel like if you get it in the gummy form, it's not like correct. Like it's like a wrong form to be eating these kind of stuff in. I don't feel like you get nutrition.
You know, to be honest, and
Or banana, Serenity, like before bed. Maybe I find that having a banana helps.
really,
I don't know why.
bananas are good. No, but yeah, I didn't really see the difference between eating a gummy or just like taking a pill. I mean, you just fucking choke that pill down, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's one of those really big gnarly pills, and it's like, ugh.
Like a horse pill. Like the super old-fashioned multivitamin ones that are like an inch big. Or at least they feel like they're an inch big and like super chalky and it just like coats your whole mouth with this bitter, disgusting
It's coated in
powder.
that substance where it's like it's constantly in a different state of matter. It's constantly either solid or liquid. It's coated in that, and it's going down your throat. Yeah.
it's coated with
So it's like the water does nothing. And you're just constantly feeling it, and it's just fighting its way down. You're like, fucking hell. It does nothing.
Sleepy Girl Mocktail. Again, there's another excellent title for roofie. An adorable roofie pill.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was hit with a Sleepy Girl Mocktail. That is so uncool, Chad.
Sounds like a fucking anime show. Let's watch this Sleepy Girl Mocktail. Yeah, that shouldn't be. But yeah, pills are no joke. I think we'll end, but before we end, God damn it, lost it again. I did have something that I wanted to bring up because it had me in a thought process. Recently, I've been doing a lot of drawing again.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it's not really like, riding a bike again. It's a little bit more. But I have a really bad problem of I don't know if it would be ADHD, but I'll start on a project. I'll run into a point where it's like, okay, I want to understand how this works. Example, a helmet. I'm sitting there, okay, I want this person to hold this helmet. How is this helmet made? What is it made of? What is this? And I go into this whole just recreating the helmet. I need to know its structure. Just so that when I draw it, even if I draw it without a lot of detail, it's close to as accurate as it would be. At least that's my line of thinking. Or I guess my excuse for delaying drawings. but I don't know. It just comes from a point of quick sketches, quick sketches, and it's something that I kind of started drawing with is taking art books and working with them and redrawing them, even if it's not like Steve Buscemi. Sorry if I apologize. I apologize if I ruined the name. With How to Draw Marvel, or Andrew Loomis with his anatomy books. I would just redraw it. That's how I learned how to draw. Because the Art Institute, or Institute of Art, the one that started closing down, a bad school. But it brings me to this Twitter post that I ran across a couple days ago. It's by Keenan. He's from Clownfish. I don't know if you've ever seen his shows. No.
Not familiar.
They talk about comic books and entertainment stuff. And it's him and his wife, I believe. But he posted a tweet, or an X post. Hypothetical question. If you taught yourself how to draw by mimicking other artists' work, do you have to compensate those artists, even the dead ones? Should Jim Lee have gotten a cut every time a 90s comic artist who aped his style turned in a page? And in parentheses, this AI rabbit hole can go pretty deep if you really stop to think about it. And yeah, when was it Neon? I apologize. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin somebody's name. But the idea, when the idea of AI art first came up, I always had a struggle with the concept of, or at least using this as a tool of an argument of, you're stealing art. And it's like, well, it's not really stealing art. It's not taking that original piece and just renaming it. It's drawing off of it. But I also understand that, if you were to draw characters that look like Goku, I guess you can make that argument. But that right there...
So, which do you mean is not like stealing, like the fact that the AI combs through people's uploaded art and that isn't, or?
Well, that's where I was like, it's a weak argument, only because for me, I'm looking at it like, any person can go online and look up an image and draw off of that image, and I wouldn't consider that stealing. But it being AI, yeah, I can see where it's iffy. But with this concept, where it's, you taught yourself based off of other artists, and I'm like, yeah, my art, I learned how to draw based off of other artists, and should I be compensating? I mean...
Well, isn't that... How else are you supposed to learn, though?
Exactly. So it's like...
No, but, if you... So, you learn by having teachers and copying up tracing, learning the styles, learning your line art, right? All that sort of stuff, if, say, you're going into comics. And then, if you want to be someone who works for one of these companies or work in animation, then you are hired to basically copy identically the style of the animation. So you're essentially copying somebody else's style. It's not necessarily your style. Or you pick a style because you're like, okay, I love like the Disney Pixar style of art, for example. We'll talk, Western art. And that's all of your cutesy art is like that. Well, that's just the kind of style. It's like, does that mean that everybody who does pop music needs to compensate whoever would be considered the first pop music genre people because they're still, you know what I mean? It's that seems like a stretch of an argument a little
Yeah,
bit. Like you need to compensate. I think is if the only time the compensation is really needed is when there's a flagrant stealing of IP, right? Of your intellectual property. When someone takes something, a piece of art, media, literature, whatever, and say, I'm the one who actually did it, and they never did. They didn't do it whatsoever. That's I think a lot of people's fear with the AI because they'll hodgepodge people's IP, right? And it spits out something. Technically, it's original in that it wasn't made before, but it's like the summary of a bunch of people's art, right? Because it takes inspiration, however it is that the art works. And then someone can just say, well, I generated it, so it's my original art piece. I'm going to spend money on it, right? Now, it's going to be the same like fan art in my eyes. If you are using AI to generate an image that you are not marketing, you are not selling, and you're using it for self-use, then I honestly think it's fine because it'll be like the same like you're doing fan art or fan fiction or any of those things where you're not actually profiting monetarily from it, but it's not your original. Like you didn't create it. You're not the birther of this piece, you know? I think that's different, but yeah, to say you need to pay compensation for your teachers, that is a stretch and a half.
Well, yeah, and that's where I think the whole stolen art comes in, where it's like, I mean, I understand the frustration where it's you didn't even do any of the work, you had AI do it. Where like I was saying, this past week I've been doing a lot more drawing, and personally I get an enjoyment out of it. So you know I look forward to going back to the piece, even though I'll still sit there and just look at it and okay, this is where I need to do this and this. But on the opposite end, I'm able to do fewer sketch marks and all that stuff. So it's like I'm trying to go at it at a different pace. But yeah, that's way different than typing in notes into a program. But yeah, I don't think I would have to every time I produce a piece be like, oh yeah, and I want to thank Milt Caniff, because he inspired me how to draw this type of. Like, no.
Oh, you don't have to. I think that's something that people do when if someone asks you, "Oh, what inspired you to become an artist?" Well, when I was growing up, I loved A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And then that's why I became an artist, right? That is the normal thing that people usually do, and I think that's about all you need to do. You don't have to go any more in depth. I think that's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's going above and beyond the means of what you have to do.
What was the reason for this discussion, or was he trying to make a point, or?
I don't know. I think he just had a random blip, but when I saw it, it kind of, like I said, it just hit me in a mindset of like, dude, how many people did I like? And again, this is where it's like I wasn't stealing, when I was redrawing somebody else's, like I would redraw a Don Bluth piece or a Chuck Jones piece, and it wasn't so much like, yeah, this is my piece. It was, how did he do this? How did he get to this point? And and yeah, it just kind of snowballed into this. that is an odd thought, you know. But then again, you know, I was sitting here, I was talking to Quiz with, you know, using a light board. Is that tracing? You know, like it's like you're using your own work. You know, you're just perfecting it. You know, or altering it to different areas. You know, are you tracing or are you still drawing? You know, there's some weird. There's some weird artist talk, I guess. But yeah, no, yeah, the whole, are you mimicking the creator? It's like, I don't know. I think that's what you're supposed to do. If it's a blatant ripoff, yeah, you know, you're on your own. If you draw something where, you know, it looks like a Bruce Timm image, it's like, yeah, that's not your bit. That's Bruce Timm. But if you incorporate it with your own style, you know, why not?
Yeah, because I'm sure there are ways to show, yes, I was inspired by this, but this is my own take on the art.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
And that's how you got, you know, some other animators that did stuff like, you know, Danny Phantom and stuff like that, in that time period.
Well, again, but also, speaking of that, that's how we got eras of art, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've got your Raphaelites, your Renaissance, you've got your Cubism and all this sort of stuff. And time period of art became a time period of art because more and more people decided that that is what we're going to paint, draw, sculpt as, right? And like, you can't do that if only one person is doing it and nobody else is doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You can yeah. Compensation not needed. Unless the compensation is the fact that you hired someone to be your teacher, yeah, then pay them. But that's about it. They don't earn residuals because other artists are mimicking their style, you know.
Yeah, and that goes into the whole profit part too, you know. If you're trying to make a buck off of these other people's accomplishments, you know, that's where you start.
And that's where the law comes in, and the
Yeah.
trademarks, copyright, intellectual property, yeah. That's a whole other discussion. And in that case, yeah, you should be smacked for that.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It was something something that I was like, oh, okay, this is maybe something you can talk about.
No, it's interesting. It's an interesting point, sure.
Indeed. But I think we've gone on for quite some time. How about you say we
Call it a night.
yeah.
Wish everyone good night.
Well,
A happy Friday.
would you like to have any how's the saying say? Parting thoughts?
Oh, well, wish everyone a safe, long weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Do not eat the snozzberries.
And it's, you said one thing and it's like, oh, I can take a branch off of this, and then you said the next thing and I was like, oh, that's a double ha ha ha. But I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh no, all done.
Oh,
That's your turn.
oh, well, first I want to thank you, Sora, for joining. You are truly a blessing.
Thank you. I don't think so, but thank you.
No, but the Lord only knows the horrible original script would have been of a one-man show.
I don't know.
on anime.
Keep that monologue. I would say keep that monologue. You know, one of these days we'll make you perform it.
Yeah. And I'm sure, it'll do as well as we did tonight, because I think we did pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah, we had a very lively chat, and Chad, I want to thank you for being lively.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you guys were awesome. And
it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Adam.
well, I try my best to make it entertaining, But as for me, like I said, I was covering for Sanguine, so make sure next week, I believe he should be back. So check in with Sanguine next Friday, where he'll talk about foods that he actually makes, and not trying to figure out if an eggplant is a fruit or a vegetable. And you could check me out on Monday at the arcade, and the link is down in the description below. And don't forget to check out all the links in the description below, and hit the like and subscribe. And yeah, I think that's about it. I think
be there, be square, something to that effect.
Yes, you will be a square if you are not there. So says the SoraLuna. And with that, I want to thank everybody for joining us. I love you all. God bless. And the zoo is closed.
Good night. Thanks, sir.
That was good. That was a lot of fun. Oh. Can they? I had that. No, I had that on mute the whole time, and then as soon as I unmuted it, Minions of the Zoo was recorded live in front of a studio audience on Minions Vision. Oh no.
$69.
Oh no. Just like Sesame Street.
Just like Sesame Street. It's Sesame Street after hours when the red light goes on.